Miles Morales has been through a lot in his young life. He's become a superhero, he's fought crime, he's even crossed dimensions, but how much does he remember about the Ultimate Universe? How much does anyone remember for that matter? Well, let's hop into the pages of Ultimate Spider-Man issue 7 and number 8 to find out more, shall we? So issue 7 is actually a really cool premise. Even though Miles drives the action, it's really more about what's going on with the other people in his life. First off, he decides to visit Uncle Aaron, a character who it seems is dealing with just as much discontinuity as Miles himself. He was a bad guy, then he was dead, then he was resurrected after Secret Wars, then he became the Iron Spider. Then he went on the run, but now he's back in New York. How is that possible? Well, shouldn't it be obvious? Wilson Fisk the Kingpin is in charge, and all you gotta do is grease the right palms and pay off the right people. Plus, S.H.I.E.L.D. is no more, so Uncle Aaron's pretty much in the clear. Miles is worried about his uncle, though, after finding a picture of him in the desk of Tombstone during their last battle. Aaron says that indeed Lonnie Lincoln did try and recruit him for his newest supervillain operation, but Aaron turned him down, attempting to try and live a straight and narrow life now. Why, he even paid for this fancy apartment by selling the Iron Spider suit back to Stark. This touching reunion doesn't last long though, as Miles is called away to deal with some dangerous drones attacking the city. It's there he meets his friend Bombshell, Lana being yet another Brian Michael Bendis creation and another Ultimate Universe refugee who, man, unlike all the others, they haven't even bothered to try and address what changed in her life. And they pretty much don't do that here either. What we know for certain though is that her and Miles are indeed friends. She is aware of Miles' secret identity, and hey, they're even on the Champions together. Bombshell agrees to stay behind and deal with the fallout because Miles is going to be late to a very important date otherwise. No, not with the girl who dumped him, but with his parents, who, as is becoming a recurring theme in this issue, are dealing with their own discontinuity, especially Miles' mom, who had died at the hands of the Ultimate Venom only to be resurrected, with no knowledge of her death in the other universe. Her and Miles' father have some very good news for their son, and that is, well, with him away at school, they've had so much more time together, and Miles is gonna be a brother soon. So, you know, all in all, it's been a pretty good day for everyone involved, but when Miles steps out to catch some air, he ends up getting accosted by a brand new villain called the Quantum Asset. This strange day the Earth stood still looking robot actually seems to know a lot about Miles, and indeed his whole family. He refers to him as Test Subject 00402, implying that Miles is not the only person this guy is watching and that there's others involved with whatever the heck this might be. I, of course, jumped to the conclusion that he must be talking about the Ultimate Universe, and the other test subjects are probably people like Jimmy Hudson and the Maker, but who can say for sure. Miles ends up getting blindsided by this foe's strange otherworldly tactics. He gets knocked out, and when he comes to, he's strapped to a table in some strange otherworldly test facility. In the next issue, Miles comes face to face with the person seemingly running this program, a grayscale monstrosity masquerading as a human calling himself the Assessor. The Assessor wants to run some tests on Miles, against his will obviously, and he says that if he doesn't comply, the Assessor is going to hurt his family, showing that whoever these people are, they really have Miles' number. A great artistic flourish in this issue that we positively have to talk about is how all the panels are so much smaller and filled with so many more black outlines. It really helps create the feeling of claustrophobia. You are Miles trapped in this place you want to leave. The first few tests are pretty straightforward. Miles fights more of the killer drones from earlier, showing that they were indeed connected, before eventually the Assessor wants to test his ability to climb and run. However, they never said that he was able to use his spider powers to do this, and because of that, Miles ends up getting horribly punished just for trying. And indeed, the tests just keep going on like that for hours on end as Miles is tortured and his absolute limits are tested. It quickly becomes apparent that the Assessor really doesn't want him to pass these tests so much as die trying to prove a point. Whatever that point is continues to be something of a mystery, but when Miles does come to from the torture, he overhears two very clearly human doctors talking about something they're theorizing might be a Spider-Man gene, which is actually a pretty fascinating concept, especially when we stop and realize there's more spider people running around the Marvel universe than ever before, and it would certainly be something worth researching, yes? Miles, figuring this may be his only chance to escape and save himself as well as his family, he springs into action as Spider-Man, beating up the two doctors before eventually coming face to face with Quantum Asset again. This time though, Miles ain't gonna be fooled again, and because of that uses his Venom Blast to get inside Quantum Asset as it starts shifting around, blowing the robot up from the inside out. The fight might be over, but Miles is far from out of the woods just yet. In fact, he has no idea where he is, if he's even on Earth anymore, and we as the reader don't know that either as the comic comes to a close. And so that was Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 7 and number 8, everybody, and I gotta say, I really love what Saladin Ahmed is doing here. I feel a question on a lot of fans' tongues when it comes to Miles is, hey, how much does he remember about the Ultimate Universe? Are we just not going to address it anymore? Would it be better if we didn't address it anymore, or would it be better if we just got it all in the open and out of the way? Here Ahmed seems to be saying, look, I'm a fan too, I understand your concerns. Yeah, we're going to address some stuff from the Ultimate Universe. A lot of the other stuff will keep vague in discontinuity, but don't worry, because we're also going to move these characters forward and continue to tell fun stories, like with Miles and his parents becoming parents again for a second time. From the solicitations too, you can also see that Miles is going to be coming face to face with the Ultimate Green Goblin soon enough. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to happen, but sign me up for that story all the same. Ultimately, I'd give these two issues an 8.5 out of 10. Really solid stuff.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel, and I want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out some of these other videos I have available from the channel. And hey, you know what, if you're in a supportive mood, you can also check out my Patreon link down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. So until next time everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back again next time with more comic content that smacks of greatness. Bye bye everyone.